Most men mistakenly believe attraction begins with looks, money, or reciting the perfect line. If that were true, wealthy or handsome men would never struggle with dating. Reality proves otherwise. Attraction is fundamentally psychological, emotional, and subconscious. A woman is drawn to a man based on how his presence makes her feel, not just what he owns or says. The truth is powerful. A woman can shift from uninterested to curious, then to impressed, and finally to attracted, if you know how to carry yourself. This isn't about manipulation or pretending to be someone you aren't. It is about tapping into masculine qualities that women respond to instinctively. Attraction grows when a man stands out quietly and confidently without begging for validation. Most men chase. They show interest too fast and offer their feelings before a woman has earned them. Nothing kills attraction faster than a man acting as if she is the prize and he is just lucky to be there. Women do not respond to pressure, they respond to presence. When a man moves with calm confidence, controls his emotions, and shows he lives a full life with or without her, something shifts in her mind. She becomes curious. She wants to know more. You are about to learn how to attract women naturally, even those who seem initially uninterested. Not by chasing, but by becoming the type of man women respect and desire. Here are the 7 principles that pull a woman in mentally and emotionally. Nothing sparks interest faster than a man who isn't instantly waiting on her. Most guys see a woman they like and immediately pour excessive effort into her, messaging too much and complimenting too fast. Without realizing it, they remove the mystery, the challenge, and the tension that attraction requires to grow. If a woman senses you are fully available before she has even decided if she wants you, her interest fades. But when you are composed and not in a hurry, she notices. Women expect men to chase. When you don't, she starts wondering why. Being unavailable doesn't mean ignoring her on purpose. It means having a life that doesn't stop just because she exists. A man with goals, a routine, and things to do stands out. He talks when he wants to, not because he needs attention. This energy makes a woman curious. Why isn't he trying harder? Why is he so comfortable without me? Curiosity is the first step toward attraction. When you are selective with your attention, she values your presence more and starts investing her mind in you. Most men ruin attraction by trying too hard to prove they are a good catch. The moment they like a woman, they start selling themselves, bragging about careers or achievements. But here's the truth. When a woman feels like a man is desperately trying to win her over, she instinctively feels he is beneath her. Effort is attractive only when it is controlled and natural. Strong men don't explain their value, they show it. Women are emotional detectives who read behavior over words. Instead of trying to convince her, let her observe your confidence, your discipline, and your self-respect. Listen more than you speak. Show calm confidence instead of loud insecurity. When there is mystery, she leans in to understand you. Most men walk in like they are applying for a job. You must walk in like a man who brings value simply by being himself. Let her earn access to your personality and your time. The less you try to impress, the more she will want to figure you out. When men hear confidence attracts, they often picture arrogance or loud behavior. That isn't confidence, it's insecurity in disguise. The confidence that pulls a woman in is calm and silent. It doesn't need attention or approval. A secure man doesn't need to prove anything. He doesn't get emotional when rejected. He knows who he is, and that is enough. This shows in your eyes, your voice, and your ability to be comfortable with silence. You don't rush conversation or beg for time. The man who stays calm communicates one powerful thing: I am good with or without you. That attitude is rare, and rare is attractive. Confidence without cockiness means you don't compete, brag, or chase validation. Your behavior says, I don't chase, I choose. Women will test this confidence, not to be cruel, but to see what kind of man you are. If she pulls back or delays a reply, a confident man remains relaxed and keeps his dignity. He doesn't panic. Calm confidence makes her feel safe, like she is dealing with a grown man, not a boy seeking approval. A woman becomes attracted to a man who controls himself, not a man she can control. Even if she isn't initially interested, seeing a man stay centered under pressure changes how she views him. Most men let their feelings run them. If a woman pulls back, they panic. If she rejects them, they crumble or get angry. A woman loses respect when a man cannot handle his own emotions. When you stay calm, refuse to react impulsively, and maintain your composure, you stand out. Emotional control looks like this. She cancels plans, and you say no problem, and move on with your day. She is distant, and you match her energy without chasing. You are not cold or rude, you are simply not ruled by her actions. This communicates maturity and strength. It sends a message that you cannot be manipulated. Women feel safer around a man who doesn't lose control. They trust him more and see him as stable and grounded. A woman is attracted to a man who is going somewhere in life, not just talking about it, but doing it. A man who is focused, disciplined, and passionate about his own path is magnetic. Most men make the mistake of putting a woman first, abandoning their goals and focus just for her attention. Nothing kills attraction faster than making a woman your entire world. Women are drawn to men who have a mission, men they have to catch up to. Purpose shows strength and direction. It shows that while you may choose her, you don't need her to complete you. When you are busy building your career, your body, or your mindset, your time becomes valuable. When a woman sees you are focused on your own momentum, she becomes curious about your world and where you are headed. Progress is attractive. Build your life so strongly that she wants to fit herself into it. A man with direction earns respect without asking for it. One of the strongest ways to attract a woman is mastering the difference between being interested and being attached. Interested means you like her. Attached means you need her to function. Detachment isn't about being cold or disrespectful. It simply means you want her in your life, but your happiness doesn't depend on her presence. When a woman senses you are emotionally dependent, constantly waiting on replies or changing your mood based on her attention, she loses respect. Detachment in action means you don't panic if she pulls away. You don't double text for reassurance. You interact with her warmly, but you don't revolve around her. Your energy says, I like you, but my life continues either way. This flips the dynamic, causing her to wonder why you aren't needy like other men. Detachment allows you to make better decisions based on self-respect rather than fear of loss. A man who is not afraid to walk away becomes the kind of man women are afraid to lose. Attraction isn't something you talk a woman into. It's something she feels when she realizes your worth. Even if she ignored you at first, a man who builds himself into someone rare will eventually be noticed. A man of value doesn't beg or compete, he attracts by who he is. This means having high self-respect and strong boundaries. You walk away from disrespect. It means independence, taking care of yourself physically, mentally, and financially. It means having a full life outside of her, hobbies, friends, and dreams. When a man possesses these traits, women become afraid to lose him because valuable men are rare and have options. Instead of focusing on chasing women, focus on becoming a man worth chasing. Value speaks for itself. You don't need to show off or convince her. When you walk into a room knowing your worth, women are naturally pulled toward that energy. Let's be crystal clear one last time. You will never truly attract a high-quality woman by chasing her down, convincing her of your worth, or trying to win her affection through effort alone. That path only leads to being undervalued and eventually ignored. Real attraction requires flipping the dynamic entirely. You must stop acting like a contestant, hoping to be picked, and start behaving like the prize itself. The secret isn't in what you do to her, but in who you become for yourself. Think about the principles we covered. When you stop being overly available and prioritize your own life, you create mystery. When you stop trying desperately to impress and instead offer calm confidence, you create intrigue. When you master emotional control and refuse to crumble under pressure, you create safety. And when you place your purpose above her validation, you create respect. Even a woman who initially felt nothing for you, or perhaps even rejected you, will be forced to reevaluate when you change. Why? Because you broke the pattern. You didn't act like every other insecure guy seeking her approval. You showed strength, discipline, and unshakable self-respect. She will move from indifference to curiosity, and from curiosity to deep admiration. Remember, a woman cannot desire a man she does not respect. So the final mandate is this: stop looking outward for reactions. Stop performing in hopes that she will like you. Turn that energy inward. Build your body, sharpen your mind, pursue your mission with relentless focus, and maintain your boundaries with absolute firmness. Be the man with options, the man with clear direction, the man who is secure with or without her. When you genuinely become that man, a man of high value, you won't ever have to chase again. Women will quietly, instinctively begin to chase you because a man who is truly valuable is rare, and he is the only type of man a woman genuinely fears losing.